snow's coming in. Visibility's low. I'm getting battered by the snow here. It's freezing cold. What is up, everyone? My first ever solo wild camp up there is about to occur. Look at the ice. Cuts through the ice, these spikes. So I've never actually done a hike or wild camp or anything with spikes, but there's spikes on these boots. Beautiful evening tonight. I'm going to be walking up there, all the way up that. Hopefully it's going to be dark by the time I get to the top, so I'll be pitching up in the dark, but it's what it's like in the winter. There's the car. This is wild camping in the Cheviot Hills, Hedgehope Hill, wild camp, solo, sub-zero. On the car, it was recording -2 degrees at base level, so once you get up there it's going to be windy. I've just bought a new sleeping bag, the Pipe Dream 600, we'll be reviewing that, comboed with a foil mat from Alp Kit and a Nemo all season round sleeping mat, R rating 5.2, should be alright. Hedgehope Hill is one of the steepest hills in the range of the Cheviot Hills and is the second tallest. Nice little river. But I'm going to be documenting the challenges of solo wild camping, the challenges of winter wild camping alone. But if prepared, it should be good. There is just a sheet of ice, as you can hear and probably see. These micro spikes were a good purchase.
The beautiful hills in the winter with the sunset is one of the best views you can see in the Cheviot Hills. So this video is my first solo wild camp and you get to come on this journey with me to see how it goes. And it wasn't perfect, but the thing is, it's okay to pack up and go.
There's not a bit of wind yet. I'm climbing up there. Sun is setting. Probably got another about 2 hours to get to the top. The sun is going down though. So I am going to be going up in the dark pretty much. Got my 2 head torches with me though. And when I go silent, there's just no sound whatsoever other than the grouse. But let's keep going with the ascent. I'm going to take a layer off. I wonder if it said it's going to snow tomorrow morning. So when I wake up it will, according to the forecast, be snowing. But right now, other than the clouds over there and the hazy cloud up there, until I get to the top I can't really say for sure, but to be fair, it could very well change overnight, the weather. As you know, in the hills it can. This wasn't forecast to start with. Tonight there's meant to be a storm actually, but this storm Goretti is apparently going to be battering the south of England, and we're not going to get it, it seems like. It seems alright here at the minute. You know, when it comes to wild camping, climbing to the top may be your favourite thing, but I've read up about it and not many people enjoy the going up. Although I've heard going down apparently people are saying is worse. But it can't be harder than going up. It might feel worse, but I think going up's the hardest part. But the sense of achievement when you get to the top is what I chase. That feeling is the feeling I chase, and that feeling motivated me to get out here because I was at home a couple hours ago saying to myself, do I do it? I was sitting on my sofa saying, do I do it or should I just stay at home in my cozy bed tonight and be guaranteed to be warm? But no, I was on that sofa and I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to entertain you guys who are watching. I want to bring content to the YouTube, to the social medias that no one else can bring, because you're your own unique self. Your content is unique. If you want to start doing content, grab a camera, grab your phone, anything, and just start uploading. At the start of 2025, I had 10,000 followers on TikTok, and by the end of 2025, I had 72,000 followers. And I know it's not as fast as other people, and I'm so appreciative of it, but what I'm trying to say is that it is possible. If you want to do it, put your mind to it, you can do it. See, no other time I would say these things, but the fact that we're walking up here, it's inspiring me to inspire you to get out here and create content. 2026, this is the first wild camp for me in 2026, and I'm starting it off with a solo one. Now, I never thought I would end up doing a solo hike, never mind wild camp, because I always thought I'm not great at being alone. I don't particularly enjoy being lonely. Sometimes I don't mind being alone, but sometimes that lonely feeling can creep in, and it's not the best thing ever. And to think, to go on a wild camp, you're gonna think to yourself, especially in the winter, like, I'm gonna be alone in that tent for a long time, because it's dark early. Like, it's what, 4 o'clock early, and it's sunset. So I'm gonna spend the whole night in the tent on my own, to then probably wake up in the dark as well, because it's gonna be snowing apparently. Hey, we might get some snow overnight, who knows? I've never camped in the snow before. This will be my coldest camp yet, but I've bought all my gear just for this. So I'm ready, I think. Well, that's what I'm doing this for, to see if I am ready. That's the grouse. I know there's people watching this, so I know I'm talking to someone right now. And it's crazy to think it could be from anywhere whilst I'm here climbing Cheviot Hills. What a view. The final ascent of this Hedgehope Hill. I've done it once before. It's I can remember it being very steep. And that was on a nice summer's day. Wow, that could be the thumbnail. Another scary thing is actually doing this on your own. The darkness. You know, it's getting serious when the microphone comes out. We are ascending to the top. It's gonna get steep, so I'm gonna keep the mic on, keep the camera on, but that guy was awesome. If you're watching this, dude, make sure to drop a comment on this video, yeah? I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we were just saying there's not many people who do content in the Cheviot Hills, which is true. It's true. Leo Roma is gonna be the person to do it. He's only seen 3 people and he's been out all day. The Cheviot Hills is a place where you can go, and throughout the whole day you only see a couple people, if anyone. There's been times I've done it here, no one else. It's one of the most quietest places and one of the most darkest skies, if not the darkest sky in England across this area. If I can get some clear skies tonight, it's looking a bit hazy. We are on 3:54. The sun has officially set. I hope I get to see the sun in the morning. Do you know what's crazy? Sunset over there, and then it's gonna rise over there behind me. Like right now, the sun's just gonna go whoop. When you actually think about it, it's kind of crazy. Right, this is it. Let's have a look. Miles per hour. The wind right now, 3, 4, going up, face the wind, 6. Right, so the wind right now is only 6 miles an hour if we're facing into it. That's like basically nothing, and it's hitting me like it's cold. Oh, it's 3.7 degrees right now. So it's 3.7 degrees, and the wind is about 6 miles an hour, which is nothing. But I am protected by this. Here we go, this is the steep part. But anyway, I'll test the wind when I'm at the top and all my stuff's set up. But it was hitting 6 there again. Oh, lights are coming on. It's getting dark out here. So I've been searching it up. Sunset in January, it gets darker quicker. So usually it's like 90 minutes of extra sun once it sets, but no, not in January, the peak of winter. I'm only looking to get, if I'm lucky, 30 minutes extra. 10 past 4 now, so it's been 10 minutes since sunset. 10 and 20 minutes before it goes from this to this. So, snow's getting thicker, but it's very soft. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's getting dark. The lights are coming on already. The summit of Hedgehope Hill in front of the ascent. I tell you what, just like everyone else says, it is a slog. And we are losing sunlight rapidly. But I've got here just in time. I think by the end of my pitch it'll be dark. Pitch black. But this is beautiful. Oh, I'm like a feather without that bag. Wow, look how cool this looks. And there it is. Take 2 of Hedgehope Hill. There's the Cheviot. Don't know what these are. So, I've never been wild camping in the snow. I've never been wild camping solo. I've barely been wild camping. Hopefully we can get a bit more clearance in the sky so we can watch some stars, because it is so dark out here. Last time I was up here, couldn't see the stars. Up at the Cheviot, couldn't see the stars. The only time I've seen the stars is when I've been on ground level. Let's check which way the wind's gonna go. Is it gonna swing? Not too windy. It's gonna go northeast. Right now it's east. See, on here, it's telling me it's gonna be misty at 7, and then from 10 p.m, 11, 12, 1, 2, even heavier at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and get up at 8 a.m, even heavier at 8 a.m. It's snowing until 9 a.m. Saturday. It's currently 4 p.m. Thursday. Let's hope that's not f***ing right. Is this the calm before the storm? Oh shit. This could be the calm before the storm. My god, it is actually really cold. And look at the snow. Huh. What have I done? Interesting. Alright, let's just hope Met Office is wrong. Okay, so it might be a bit muffled, but this is what we got. Alright. That looks alright. Got the head torch on now. I thought I forgot my stakes. Today I'm using the Stormstar 2. As you can see, I've got the baggage there, but people say one of the problems with the Kiyu Stormstar 10 is the fact that getting it in the bag is a struggle, and I did not want to struggle here. And someone suggested the Van Gogh Nevis 200 bag, which I also have. So here we are, but as you can see, I have the packaging for the stakes and the pegs still as the Stormstar. But I just thought, you know, I'm not trying to struggle on a freezing cold camp. I want to make it as easy as possible for myself. Can't feel my left hand, low key. Not low key, high key. Can't feel my left hand. Like, never felt it be this cold before. Again, all the way to the bottom. Go to the other side, find the other yellow. Same again. The hard part is yet to come. Now let's do the red, the shortest one, which is your crossover pole. This is what we're looking at. This is the first big clip I'm doing here. You cross the poles like that, and the part that people find really hard is clipping them together when it's in sub-zero temperatures. The last one's the hardest. Second one, so do all your big clips first. I'm telling you now. One more. Right guys, that's probably going to be it for my microphone as well, because it's literally ran out of charge and I only brought the one. So I'm going to go into manual audio from the DJI Action 5 Pro. That's really run out of charge as well. We're all guyed up here with the Stormstar 2, ready to get all my stuff in and set up inside. I have, for the first time, I'm using the Alp Kit thermal foil mat, which hopefully gives me that extra bit of warmth that I am going to need tonight. Again, this is what I'm using for the first time. It is the Pipe Dream 600 Alp Kit. Again, repping the Alp Kit combo for tonight's sleep. I'm putting my faith in it to keep me warm, as well as the Nemo sleeping mat, which I should probably get out now. So switching on to the normal mic now, because my DJI mic has completely run out. But I'm just sitting here with my nature hike boots right now, nice and warm my feet. I'm about to make myself a cup of tea. As you can see, I've got the mug here. Shout out to Kielder Observatory. I'm gonna have a cup of tea now. I'm just gonna chill. So I've got my sleeping bag down, I've got the mat down, and I've got the thermal underneath that there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just leaving the door open for now, Don't know why. Ventilation wise, I'm gonna keep that one open overnight alongside this one here, just one of them open, just to stop the condensation. But I am not gonna lie, I'm quite cold right now, which is obvious, but hopefully this cup of tea will warm me up. So it's about 8 mile an hour winds right now out there. 10, oh, we're reaching 10. We're reaching 10 mile an hour. So it is, I've just stuck it out there, the temperature's crashed down. It is pretty cold. That shit. And yeah, I'm gonna make myself the cup of tea now, so let's get the gas on. My water's actually freezing right now, literally turning into ice. Look at that. It's literally turning into ice. That is how cold it is. I'll get up at 20 past 7, half 7. It all depends how it goes. You know, there's a red weather warning in the south of England right now, so if that storm decides to go off path and head north, then I'm gonna get like battered to the point I'm gonna have to call it off and pack up. But how do you actually pack up when you realise it's ice is bad? Because surely it's too late at that point and you're like, oh god, like how are you gonna do that safely? Do you know what I mean? But let's get this cup of tea on the way, and yeah. So the wind's starting to pick up a little bit, as you can see from the light shaking a little bit, but I just had a little nap there, you know, for like 5 minutes. It was the weirdest experience. I was on TikTok and I was listening to my stuff and then I just fell asleep. But I'm in the sleeping bag right now, testing it out, and I'm actually really warm on that part of my body, but this upper part that's not in it, I am cold. But that's expected. Once I'm in it and I zip it up and like cinch it, it should be alright. There's actually red weather warnings for down south as well at the minute, which is crazy. They're getting absolutely battered by winds, whereas up here it's not too bad. It is starting to pick up a little bit and it will pick up by tomorrow, but I think we're alright. I think it'll be alright. Make sure to subscribe as well if you're enjoying these videos, because that helps me out so much. I'm going to start doing a lot more content. Be sure to follow my TikTok, Instagram, as well as my Facebook, and of course make sure you subscribe here. I'm just going to go chill for a bit. We've got one vent open here, as you can see. I've got that one shut to try and retain some warmth, I don't know. That's Newcastle over there. Right, so there's a red weather warning down south. It could shift up north. The weather is getting a lot more serious than I thought, so I'm actually going to have to pack down for the first time since I started wild camping. Unfortunately, my first wild camp of 2026 is going to end up with a pack down. But after speaking with multiple people and assessing the situation, I'm on my own. If I was with someone else, I would actually end up staying. But it's the fact that I'm doing this solo right now. It's genuinely not safe and I don't want to put myself at risk. Although the tent is amazing and it does the job, it would easily survive this. I'd rather just be safe than sorry in case the weather flips like worse. And I've got work tomorrow, you know, I've actually got to do things. So unfortunately, if I had tomorrow off, I'd feel a lot better. And if I was with someone, I'd stay for sure. But being on your own, it is at this part, you know, you got to seriously think about your safety. Yeah, so I'm going to head back. Visibility here has dropped to a terrible amount due to cloud. I'm in a cloud right now. Visibility is completely gone, so I'm going to pack up. It's going to be an interesting walk back though. I'm quite nervous. I've tested my gear now to know that I'm warm in -4, because I'm actually warm right now, which I didn't think I was going to be. But I'm genuinely so warm and it's kind of weird. Like my feet are so warm right now. It's so nice. So I actually can go winter wild camping, confirmed. See, it's not the weather. It's not like the cold that bothers me. It's the wind. This is something out of a horror movie. All right, that was time. Snow's coming in thick and fast. An animal has walked past. The snow's getting thick. The snow's getting really thick. I gotta walk down the steepest hill in the Cheviot range. It's late at night. I don't know where I'm stepping. Visibility's shot. My feet are going through the snow. Batteries are low on my head torch. What a disaster. Now this wasn't forecast, yeah? This amount of snow and wind for this area wasn't forecast, and then I started overthinking, like, oh my god, what if like the weather got it wrong and the storm's gonna shift up north? Down south are getting 100-mile-an-hour winds. I can't survive that. The snow's becoming a sheet of ice. The wind is picking up. Who knows what sort of animals are out here? You just don't know. Could be anything. Snow's coming in. Visibility's low. I'm getting battered by the snow here. It's freezing cold. Packing up in that was rough. Mind you, we're slipping through here. Look at this. Well, first wild camp of 2026, but I wouldn't say it's a fail, because I think I've done the right, you know, I've done the right thing. Fresh tracks of an animal. Right guys, that is going to be it for the video. Just got a walk of shame now in the snow, which wasn't even forecast to start with, and if it's going to lie about that, what else can it lie about? Hedgehope Hill, you defeated me. The snow is coming in thick and fast. Now one of the weather models did say this, but the other ones didn't, so you know, I don't even know if it's picking it up, but it's happening. It's coming fast. I gotta get back before I get snowed in. Like, genuinely. That is a bit of a worry, but we'll see. Probably just catch you at the car, because I'm gonna focus on getting back to it.